Just waiting for you all to come on. There you go. Hey, everybody. Where are you all at? How you going? Jump on, say hey. Let me know you're all there. Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Sonia. How you going? Tracy, Sophie. Hi, Caitlin. Hey, New Zealand. How is everything everywhere? Love you too, babe. How you going? Christy. Don't forget to share. So how's your weekend been? How's everybody's, hey, Darwin. How are you, drenched rats up there? I did have a bit of a giggle at that video that I saw. Poor Lisa. Okay, so if you're joining me for the first time, I just want to say welcome and just explain a little bit how things work on the Banter show. So I go where I'm actually drawn to in regards to spirit. And if I don't answer your message, please don't just go away or anything like that, because guidance is here for everybody. And what I'm actually aiming to do is work with spirit, through spirit, and give some guidance this evening. We always like to sort of like spread it out a little bit, but of course I go where I'm guided to. So if I look like I'm ignoring you, I'm actually not. I'm going where spirit wants me to go. There you are, Jax. How you going? I have to get you on here one day. So yeah, that's how things work. So I go where I'm guided to, and then if spirit does come forward, then we'll certainly bring somebody on, and we'll do that. So how is everybody anyway? You're good? Let me know where you're from. Jax, you had the funniest thing that happened the other day. I went back to the unit, and the last thing I remember was Simon being on the desk, and he wasn't there. I totally had a shit fit, thinking, oh my God, where is he? Until I heard this little voice saying, I'm with Jackie. So yeah, it's funny as anything. Emily, how are you going? It's been a great Sunday, actually. We've been in St Kilda today, Jewish shopping. So we're Jewish, so we went to the shops and got some supplies and bits and pieces and had a coffee. So yeah, it was a really nice leisurely day. Bit hot though. Tomorrow's going to be hotter, I hear, something like 37 or something like that. Oh God, he's been naughty. I don't want to know what he's done. Discipline the child, Jackie. Discipline the child. Hey, Nelly. Just reading some of your messages. Oh my God, Jackie, what's he done? Hey, Phillip Island. Up with the penguins, Susie. Has anybody got one of these? Fidget spinners. I love them. Totally addicted. Yeah, apparently it's going to be. Hi, Bammy. How are you, babe? I've got you both on here. That's awesome. Bam, you still in the shop? Hey there, you guys. While I've all got you on, while I've all got you on, there's a new series on Netflix. I don't know if any of you've seen it. I can't remember what it's called though. There's a new series. Does anybody know what the new series is? Baby, you're on. Can you write down what the new series is? There's this new Netflix series on, and it's about death and mediumship and afterlife, and It's actually really good. It's really good to, you know, just to see how things work. And it's got a really surviving death. Thank you, Caitlin. And it's got a really good. It talks about near-death experiences, and it talks about physical mediumship. So there are two types of mediums. There's mental mediumship, which is what I am and what Jackie is, and Ronnie, what you are as well, and of course, Bammy, whether you like it or not, you are too. And then there's physical mediums, which work with trance and stuff like that. And yeah, there's some really cool physical mediumship demonstrations on this video. I'm still not quite convinced as to the accuracy of all of it. However, you know, I always say to my students, it's really cool to actually sit there and watch other mediums work, because you can learn so much about yourself. You can learn so much about how you work with spirit, and you can learn so much about, you know, just your connections and stuff like that. So if you get a chance, jump onto Netflix. Surviving Death is what it's called. And yeah, it looks like it's an incredible series. I've got all my students watching it. So Caitlin's done her homework, which is awesome. And yeah, I think it's really cool. Who have we got here? Kelly, how are you going? Jade, how are you going? Vian, how are you, beautiful? Are you well? Carly. All right, so we were just having dinner a minute ago, and Raya decided that she was going to read some cards, and she's told me tonight that I have to read with these cards, Alice in Wonderland. So we were going to try and get her to read them, but it looks like she's done a runner, so she's not going to read them. But looks like I have to read with these Alice in Wonderland cards. And something else happened this week that was really, really exciting. And you know, it's always a really surreal experience for me when I go into New Age shops, because all of my loved ones, their work is on the shelf. And today I went into a New Age shop in St Kilda. I won't name the names, but went to a New Age shop in St Kilda, and it was just so surreal that how many of my intimate friends and my closest colleagues have their work now out there. And you know, it's absolutely incredible. And I always love taking photos of it and sending it back to them. And you know, they always have a really good chuckle about things. So yeah, it's always a pleasure for me, and I'm so proud of all of them. But this week I am particularly proud of one of my dear friends who I do feel is a spirit brother. And these cards I have waited for probably about 3 years in the making, and he actually sent them to me this week, and here they are. So I know that some of you have got a deck already, and this is Nick's brand new Enchanted Animal Oracle card deck, and it is so beautiful. The energy of them is absolutely incredible, and I haven't had a chance to have a really good look at them. I've kind of skimmed over them. Look, he put these beautiful words in here for me and sent them to me, and I just love them, and I'm so proud of him. I hope he jumps on, because if he jumps on, I'm going to try and drag him on. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens. So I have this deck with me at the minute. But I can't read it as well as he reads it. He's got it down pat, and it's a little bit different from what I'm used to reading with. But it's, you know, it's got the sun, and look, they're just so beautiful. So if anybody wants these cards, you can get them through Animal Dreaming Publishing, or through Nick himself. So I hope that he jumps on. So these are the cards that I'm going to be using tonight, and of course we'll probably, you know, get some information, get some messages from spirit as well. Hi Matt, how you going? Christy, Annette, you were just watching Alice in Wonderland. Cool. Never mind, Bec. What's that for, Bammy? Hi Carly. Hi Ginger. I'm just reading some messages. Anyway, Jack, have you watched it, Surviving Death? I'm gonna just drop some cards for you now. Reading. Oh, you want a reading? Bam, you want a reading? Is that what you're asking for? I'm confused. I'm having a brain fart. Did you leave a message? Hi. Hi, Melissa. How are you going? These cards are beautiful on the back as well. Oh, study's so hot. Oh, see that? One flew off. All right. Where am I going to go? Bammy. Hi, Fifi. All right. Oh, that's so nice, Susie. All right, Bam, yours is falling. The unknown, descent, momentum, and change. This is the card that I've got that's come forward for you. And I think this is really really applicable for where things are. Hang on, I'm just reading a message. Your friend was supposed to be reading and you ate doing it instead. I'm confused. Oh, Raya, little Raya. Raya's Bec's daughter. She's 9 and she just loves playing with cards. And yeah, I was hoping she's quite intuitive, actually, more intuitive than she realizes, which is beautiful for us to be able to nurture in a young one. So she went to the crystal shop today. I don't know if you're watching Raya, but she went to the crystal shop today and bought a beautiful piece of rose quartz and lavender obsidian. So yeah, I've not heard of lavender obsidian before, but obsidian is one of my biggest favorite crystals, and so I was quite surprised that she got that. But anyway, Bam, this card's for you, falling, and I think it's really applicable. The unknown, descent, momentum, and change. And you know, it is kind of the Tower card. However, I feel like you're in control of this Tower. I feel like it's not as if you're. I feel like it's like a controlled fold, if that makes sense. And Mama Bear says yes, that Riot is watching. So there you go. She's watching. So yeah, right, we're just telling everyone about your crystals, and which is really cool. So controlled form, a controlled fall, Bam, is what I'm getting on this one. The unknown. Look, instead of seeing a void and not knowing what you're actually going into, I feel as if, you know, it's a blank canvas on which you can create anything that you want to, if that makes sense. And you know, I just feel as if there's a pause coming for you at the present time, and you just need to take that pause and, you know, not fill your mind full of rubbish, not fill your mind full of the what ifs and the what should be's and what could be's, and just allow that silence to come forward, because I just feel that you need a break, okay, on more than one level. I'm just, you know, there's so many things that are going on. Now, I don't know if you can see this card, and, you know, my imagination is pretty wacky at the best of times, but see your stockings, right? I see them as ladders, okay? And I just want to say to you, Bam, like, you know, there's a new ladder that you're going to begin to climb, okay? And you've always, you know, worked from the ground up, and you've always put the hard yards in, and you've always got to where you need to be. And I feel that, you know, you're never going to be one of these people that can just sit still and do nothing. And so therefore, I do see you still moving forward in life. And I know that change is coming, but change is, you know, simply invoking new energy, bringing in new energy, new opportunities, and you know, taking on sort of like a new scenery, new pathway. I see this beautiful, loving energy, and I just want to say to you, don't reject it, just embrace it, okay? But sending you lots of love. You know I love you heaps, and I'm so proud of you. And I just want to thank you formally for all of the incredible guidance and mentoring you've given me as a barber as well. I certainly wouldn't have got through it without you. So lots of love, and hopefully we can catch up soon. Well, I'm going to leave that there for now, and send you a big hug. Okay, where are we going now? Simon is enjoying his holiday. Is he playing darts with Uncle Sandy? Uncle Sandy. Oh, what am I talking about? All over the place tonight. Hi, Cheryl, Caitlin. I'll get to you in a second. Michael, Vicky, Christy. Hi, Fiona. Christina, how are you going, sweetheart? I was thinking of you this week with your brother. Uncle Andy, I went to say. Michelle, is it Michelle? Okay, let's have a look here. Hi, Sarah. Okay, while I'm jumping on, guys, I just want to say to you that if you're thinking of having a reading with me, please get on and book early, because I'm now booked out through to sort of like February, mid-February, and I hate people to have to wait, a long time. So if you have a special occasion or a birthday, or you're wanting to purchase a reading for somebody that you are thinking of, a loved one, a near or dear one, please get in contact with us sooner rather than later, because my appointments are booking up rather fast, and there's only so many readings that we can do a day and fit everybody in. But I just thought I'd mention that anyway. So you can book on my website. There's a booking form, and going across the screen at the minute is my website address, so you can book on there. Yeah, Christina, you've been on my mind this week. I've been watching the Twinny Tooler, struggling a little bit, and I absolutely adore those girls, and adore your whole family, and I really wish there was more that I could do for you guys, for Nick as well. So I'm just sending you lots of love, and let you know that you have been on my mind, and are always on my mind, and yeah, I just want to send some love your way, sweetheart. But anyway, I'll hold that for a second and get back to Michelle. Ronit, how are you? Okay, what do we have? Michelle, the card I've picked for you is card number 16. A moment's regret, nostalgia, idealizing the past, fearing that you've made a mistake. Okay, this is the card. I don't know why the light's shining on it like that. I'll try and get it on there, but this is the card. So I'm actually using this beautiful Alice in Wonderland deck from Lucy's cards, Lucy Cavendish. Okay, and I love Alice in Wonderland, and I love these cards too. So this one is a moment's regret, and it's just talking about fearing that you've made a mistake, Michelle. And something I tell everybody that comes anywhere near me is that there are no mistakes in life, there are just choices, and you make a choice at a particular time, and that particular choice is the right choice for you in the moment. Otherwise you wouldn't have made the choice to begin with, right? And so okay, we go down the track, and our emotions might change, or circumstances might change, and what actually happens is that those choices may not be applicable to us anymore. They may not like it, we may not want them, whatever it is. But it's not a mistake, guys. Okay, you made that choice for a reason at that time, and it was a good choice, because otherwise you wouldn't have made it. Do you know what I mean? So never ever regret your choices in life. Just use them as a stepping stone, and realize that they're just lessons to get you to where you are right now. Now, most people out there, all of you guys included, are incredible people, and all of the choices that you've made, the ups and the downs, the ebbs and the flows, the hardships, the positiveness, the love, I guess the hatred, the fear, it's light and dark, and it's balance. One can't exist without the other one. You can't have light without a shadow, and you can't have shadow without a light. And so it talks about balance, and we have to have those ebbs and flows and those swings in our lives in order for us to come back to balance. And so, what I'm feeling with you, Michelle, is that, there's a little bit of regret there. And I just want to say to you, just understand on a really deep level. So dig deep on this one, that, life is about learning. It's a soul journey. And, when we have I guess, an experience that, might be a little bit harder, we do get hurt by it. We do have fear in it, and we have all of these things, but we're not going back and revisit again, are we? Well, we hope not. But if we do, then we remember why we got stuck in it the first time. And, eventually we wake up to ourselves and go, do you know what? I'm not going to keep doing this. And we bring in change. Okay. So life is about lessons, Michelle. Don't have any regrets. All right. They just bring in change. They bring in opportunity. They bring in new pathways. And, the only thing to fear is fear itself. And as I said to Bammy earlier on, we have this void when we sort of like stepping out of our comfort zone, because there's nothing there yet. And we sort of look at our life and think, where the hell are we going to go? Where are we going to? What's next? There's nothing in front of us. We can't see anything. And that's because it's a blank canvas on which we can actually create things. You don't start a painting or a portrait or a work of art on an already busy canvas, do you? No, you don't, unless you're, one of the great artists and paints over things. But no, usually you have a brand new canvas, a brand new idea, a brand new concept, or you just, let the energy go and let the creative essence flow, and you come up with, your piece of artwork. And that's exactly what life is like. You just have this beautiful void in which you can create anything that your heart desires. So, what are the 3 words, guys? Focus, believe, and achieve. Okay, focus, believe, and achieve. And I tell you this all the time: if you focus on it and you believe in it, you can achieve it. Okay, so Michelle, no regrets. Get out there, make it happen, and just don't look back, because the past is just a journey that's led you to the incredible person that you are right now. So I'm going to leave that there, and I think that's food for thought for everyone that's on tonight, which is really cool. Where are we going now? Let me have a look here. Okay, let me have a look here. All right, Amy, let me just have a look at your question here. I've got a question. I've had a lot going on with emotions that I cannot control. I always assumed I had autism, as my sons have autism, and thought it was my genes because of the heightened senses where my sense, especially sense of smell, are overbearing. I can't handle crowds, and the other day I felt pain run through me that somebody I love was going through. I love being alone because there's so much emotions that I can't control. Yes, empaths. So that's your first question. And then your second question is this one: do empaths really exist? The answer to that is yes. Okay, empaths really do exist. Okay, and a lot of the time, what you're talking about is stuff that I feel on a day-to-day basis. There are times when I don't like to be in crowds because the energy is really overwhelming. I feel other people's pain as well if I'm not careful and don't put up my own protection. I will take on other people's physical ailments as well. So yes, empaths certainly do take on a lot from other people. So Amelia, when you're focusing, or when you're going through sort of like things of pain or emotions and those type of things, just stop for a moment, pause, and ask yourself, is this mine? Okay, is this mine? Spirit will answer your question. Is this mine? If the answer is yes, then you can deal with it. If the answer is no, then lovingly send it back to where it came from, because you've just picked it up from somewhere. Okay, you've just picked it up from somewhere. And that's why it's really important to, maintain your own energy. And so many people forget to do, their chakra balancing, or, just their protection. And your energy becomes overloaded because your auric field is a living essence, you see. And the more that we take on, the heavier it becomes. And so we do become lethargic, we do become drained, we do become tired. We do have tears in our auric field when we get sick. And when that happens, it really sort of like rips through us. And so it's really important to bring your energy back to you. Meditate, Amelia. Okay, meditate. Bring your energy back to you. Take it from the people who have either borrowed it or stolen it, or who you've lent it to, because it's like a swimming pool. And if you think of your energy as like a swimming pool with all these siphons in it, so everybody's got their hose in draining from you. And if you don't put back into your pool, there's going to be nothing left in there. When they pull their hoses out, it's going to be empty. So it's really important to bring it back to you, refuel, recapitulate, and, just take time out for you. Yes, empaths really do exist. Okay, we feel things near and around, and you've got to have a look at the way that the world is at the moment. And I think that being an empath has been a very difficult time. There's a lot of empaths that have gone through severe depression lately. There's a lot of empaths that have gone through physical illnesses and ailments. And I guess it takes a while for all of us to sort of realize that this may not be necessarily our energy. And it's the, I guess, the everybody's energy in the world at the present time. It's a global energy that we're tapping into and that we're feeling, and it is taxing, and it can be painful and draining, and all of those things that you're actually talking about. So just be kind with yourself. All right, just be kind and just nurture yourself. Don't blame yourself. And just, if you're having a bad day, just own it. Do some meditation, take it easy, have a bath, put some music on, and just replenish your energy. And I think you'll find yourself a lot easier to sort of like work with. So I'm going to leave that there for now. Love you, Bammy. Kelly, I've told you that already. Yes. Okay, so Christina, okay. I don't know if you're still on here, but I really feel that you need a message from your brother. Okay, I really feel that you need a message from your brother, and I do feel him coming forward at the present time. So I don't know whether it is the anniversary or his birthday or something along those lines, but I just feel as if I need to bring him forward for you. I know that his passing also was relatively fast, but had a lead up to it, if that makes sense, because what Spirit's showing me is like a ramp leading up to his passing. And I don't know whether he knew about it or whether the rest of the family knew about it, but I'm just feeling as if there's like a lead up coming into his passing, and then he was sort of like over. He's well aware of the grief that has come upon the family in him crossing over, and he just wants to say to you all that he's fine where he is, he's happy, he's healthy, and he's telling me that his mind's at rest. Okay. Now I know what he looks like, and I know a little bit about the family as well. So it's a little bit different to play, guess the spirit, because I actually know what he looks like. And I've actually called him in tonight because I do feel that you need to have just a little bit of mind rest, if that makes sense. And I think it's a really important job that we do as mediums, to be able to lay people's minds at rest with their loved ones who who have passed over. Okay. Nick's got really gentle hands. They're big hands, but they're gentle hands, and I can see that they're working hands as well. He's showing me, he's pointing to his neck as well. So I don't know whether there is something going, or something that was happening with his neck, but I feel like there's something with his blood as well, and I'm not quite sure what the go is on that one. So I don't know whether you can verify that or not. Um, but I feel like I'm really drawn to his neck for some reason, and I don't know whether there's something in his neck or um, something going on with his neck, if that makes sense. Just waiting for some info. Just waiting for Christina to come back on that. Kate, and I can see your messages. Please stop asking. Okay, I've explained to everybody that I go where I need to go, and I can see your messages coming up about your brother. I'm not ignoring them. It's just that I'm going where I need to go. Okay, and I'm focusing on that. So Christina, can you place something with your brother's neck? And I don't know what it is with his neck, but there's something with his neck that he's showing me. I don't know whether it's an aneurysm or a stroke, or I'm just really drawn to his neck for some reason, and I have to place that. I don't know what it is, but I just get pressure, and I feel as if too that he's got his eyes are actually a really incredible color, and I'm seeing as well tracheostomy. Is that the throat thing where they put the thing in with the throat? I'm not quite sure. But anyway, I do see that, Christina, and he really has got like puppy dog eyes, and I think that he, as a young boy, he really used those eyes on people. He gave you the whole puppy dog eye look, and it was could get away with anything, if that makes sense. Okay. And I also know too that your grandmother on your mum's side is over, and I feel like she's really embracing him at the present time, really embracing at the present time. And I feel like there's a connection in dates. So I don't know whether their birthdays are close together, or there's a date close together, but I feel like one of your grandmothers is really close to him, but there's a date connection as well, not just an emotional energy connection. I feel like there's a grandmother connection in regards to a date. Okay, that's what I'm being that's what I'm being brought to, if that makes sense, with him. And I also see a ring on his finger, but it doesn't look like a wedding band. It looks like a gold like a signet ring or something like that, Chris. I don't know whether you can confirm that as well, but I have to bring that. He's got a beautiful sense of beautiful sense of humor, but hurts really deeply. Okay, and I really feel helpless as I'm stepping into this energy, because I know that he knew he was slipping in a lot of ways, but there was nothing that he could do about it. That's what I'm being told. That's what he's telling me. Okay, and he's talking about some sort of like a chicken dish that mum used to cook, if that makes sense. So I feel like it's some sort of like a chick. It looks like chicken to me. Okay, it looks like chicken to me, and I just feel like I'm missing mum's cooking. Does that make sense? Can you place that? Just bear with me, guys. I can see you all getting frustrated. That's okay. Carly, you're too cute. Just bear with me, guys. This is a really special reading, and he lived with her. Oh my goodness. I didn't know that. Oh, that's so beautiful. Well, he's with her anyway, and I don't know what the chicken is, but he's really going on about the chicken, or some chicken dish, and he's just wanting to send some love to you, Chris, and he's just saying to you, he's so proud at how far you've come. Okay, he's so proud at how far you've come. He's saying that you sort of like, were really wobbly on your feet, and there was a lot of doubt. And he said, you've just gone from strength to strength, and he's really proud at just the direction that you're taking, and the strength that you're making as well. And he just wants to say that he loves you. And can you please, kiss the twins from him? He knows that they're really struggling, especially Tools at the moment. And if you could just please pass on his love to everybody, and just let them know that he's he's over there, and he's coming forward with lots of love, lots of energy, and is with you always. So I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to leave that there and send lots of love. Checking this one out, guys. I've actually put it up there. Oh my God, what am I doing? I hit the wrong thing. Wait a minute. Oh look, Bammy, do you want an ex? Do you want a reading? Oh my God. I'll block them. Chris, can you do that for me? Just tell Tools, because I saw a post the other day and she was really struggling, and I know that you've been struggling as well, but and Maria won't let anyone know, even if she is. So yeah, just gonna pass that through, because I love you guys and you do so much for other people. All right, let me have a look here, see where we're going. Oh, I'm going to step back a bit. Now, guys, if you're joining me for the first time, just be aware that I am going to where I'm being guided, okay? So I'm not just going eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going to pick this person. I'm actually listening to my guides and going where they want me to go, all right? Some people jump on here and I do happen to know them. Some people jump on here and I don't know them, all first timers. I'm not being biased to anybody, okay? I go where Spirit wants me to go, and I'm listening to my guidance. So please be patient. I know that it's frustrating, and I know that all of you are suffering grief in one way or another, and you're desperate to receive guidance and messages. I am doing the best I can, okay? So I just ask that you please be patient, and just understand that I am getting to as many of you as I possibly can. Okay, lots of love. Hey, Pen Turner, whereabouts are you in England? Yeah, it would be cold over there. It's winter. Okay, let me have a look here. Oh, wow. So he's buried with your grandparents. It has been hard for your family. I know that. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Okay, so for those of you that are actually inquiring about readings, please go to my website, australianpsychicbarber.com. All my prices and readings are on there, and you can actually have a look at that, and you can send me a link and book in. When I'm doing readings live, like I am doing at the present time, it's only a portion of what's actually coming forward. Okay, so it's only a portion. Sometimes I have to edit things for public I guess performance, but readings are a lot more intimate, and there is a lot more information that comes forward. So just understand, guys, if you are looking to connect with your loved ones, the best way is to actually come to me for a private reading, and I'm more than happy to bring them forward and give you direct messages personally, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's have a look and see what else we can get here. Okay, let's do some psychic stuff. I know I've got the cards here, but let's play with the psychic world. Okay, Pen, I feel like there's a little bit of unbalance going on for you, and I see things sort of like swinging all over the place. Now, I know that the UK is in lockdown at the present time, and I know that there's a lot of uncertainty in regards to the way that the world's going. But I'm feeling as if, stuff's creeping out from underneath the carpet for you, and almost coming up and biting you on the ass, if that makes sense. And I just want to say to you, it's time to actually start to deal with it, and put it in the rubbish bin and let it go, if that makes sense. Okay, I can see stuff coming up from your childhood, and spirit is making me aware that there's a whole lot of stuff that's been stored in boxes all your life, and you're starting to sort of like weed it out and pull it out, if that makes sense. And I am feeling that you're going to be a lot lighter in the next 12 months coming. And I just want to say to you, just be gentle with yourself. Okay, be gentle, because the next 3 months are going to be quite intense. I'm not going to lie about it. Spirit's telling me the next 3 months are going to be quite intense. But just pick through it, and instead of sweeping things up under the carpet, actually start to deal with them. Okay, so what you actually have to do is like speak your truth. Okay, that's basically it. Speak your truth. I am being drawn to your throat chakra, and I want to say, don't hold back on telling people, just how they're making you feel, because it's really important that you tell people just how you're feeling. Okay, now if they take offense to that, that's their conflict, something they have to deal with. But it's really important that you don't hold it inside you and let it fester, if that makes sense. So Pen, I'm going to leave that with you, and I'm just going to say to you, over the next few months, start to dig deep and release some of that pent up energy from your past, and as Elsa says, let it go. Okay, let me have a look here. What's going on here? Hi, Matt. What are we looking at? A ghost. What is that? A ghost crime tour guide. Allison, where's that? That sounds really cool. Marquise, Sugar Mama, how are you, babe? That sounds so cool. When we're gonna go. Jackie, how many times are you gonna ask me? All right. I'm gonna give you a card. Whoops. Where are you? There. Oh, you do the Port Adelaide Jail. I love that place. Okay, let's have a look here. Julie, I'm good, thank you. Alison, is that the one with the old tattoo machines? Shit. I just dropped like the whole deck of cards nearly on the floor. Hang on, gotta get them. Yeah, Beechworth we're still looking into. So we haven't got there yet, but yeah, as soon as I can get into Beechworth, we will do that. All right, let me have a look. Jackie O'Sullivan. Nature communications, flower energies, fairy energies, and elemental messages. Okay. Right, this is it. This is it. Flowers. Okay, flowers. These are beautiful cards. I just love Jasmine's artwork. She's absolutely incredible. Okay, get back to nature, Jackie. Put your feet in the ground and ground yourself. Okay, it is you know it is. I'm just laughing at Ronit. You jinxed me. You know, it is about, you know, getting back in connecting with Mother Earth. You know, but it is also sort of like connecting with yourself as well and your grounding energies. You know, sometimes I think of us as energetic beings as almost like a lotus, and I think that in some philosophies we are the lotus opening up in beautiful you know, opening up. And I just want to say to you that, you know, it's about sort of like branching out, I guess, and touching base with the petals that you haven't released, if that makes sense. Okay. And I just want to say to you, you know, let that energy come forward and just embrace the journey that it's actually going to bring with you, or bring for you, if that makes sense. I can't find the card now because it's sort of like got thrown out somewhere. But I'm going to go with intuition on this one. And I just want to say, you know, it's you know, it's I'm being shown a branching out and the connecting to not only Mother Earth but the grounding energies that we hold within us. So Jackie, ground yourself. You know, there's no point in learning stuff if you don't ground it, because it's never going to go anywhere. So focus, believe, achieve. Bring it in through the crown, feel it in your heart, and walk it in your path, sweetheart. And when you can do that, I really feel that, you know, great opportunities and new beginnings, new directions and pathways are coming in. And I just feel like, you know, it's almost like you're going to be handed that Willy Wonka golden ticket. So just hold on to that for the next 6 months, because I think that's going to that's how it's going to play out. All right, what do we got here? All right. I'm just reading information here. Just bear with me for 2 seconds. Just having a look. Where am I at? One second. All right, just a moment. Just reading your messages. Okay. Hi, Amelia. I feel better, Jackie. Where am I going? All right, guys. Now, where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? Come on, spirit. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh my gosh, I have to go fair back. Where? See, this is what spirit talks about, going, you got to do this. Okay, Matt Taylor, how are you? All right, so this is where I'm being drawn to at the present time. Oh, I'm sorry, Amelia. Just gonna send some lots of love to you and sweet dreams. Okay, and hopefully we'll catch you soon. Okay, sweetie. But thank you for joining us, and you know, you're always welcome on the banter, which is really cool. All right, let's go, Matt. Okay, let me have a look here. Matt, I feel like I need to say to you, don't be pushed in a direction that you're not comfortable with, okay? I am seeing somebody sitting behind you, pushing you forward, and there's a bit of resistance there. So I don't know whether you're sort of like resisting, you know, stepping into your own power, resisting a new opportunity. but I feel as if you know, you look a bit like my dog when I used to have to take him to the vet. You know, he'd sort of like come in the vet door and put all the skids on and look absolutely pathetic because he didn't really want to go in there. And I feel like that's where you are at the present time, not wanting to go in there, or not wanting to sort of like go in the direction that you're being forced to go in at the present time. And I just want to say to you, you know, that's not healthy energy to be in. It's dragging on your mindset, and it's also, you know, sort of like dragging down you know, your, I guess, your mental state as well. You know, there's a bit of depression floating around in your energy as I'm stepping into the auric field. And I just want to say to you, just you know, don't resist, but just, you know, sort of like, you have to surrender to a portion of it, but you also have to sort of like take yourself out of that energy by stepping back and asking yourself, you know, where do I really want to be? Where do I really need to be at this time and this place? Okay, because you are the master of choice. Okay, and I say that with every reading that I have. I'm only giving you guidance from spirit. You do have your own choices that you certainly can make choices with. And you know, I just want to say to you that, you know, as you're sort of like moving forward in 2021, it's time to actually, you know, be the real authentic you. Okay, Matt, I feel as if you've been a people pleaser for a long time, and that might be harsh words, but that's what spirit's showing me, and that's what people's telling me. And I just want to say to you, it's time to actually step into your own energy and, you know, just be the most authentic version of you that you possibly can. You know, life doesn't have to be as hard as we make it. We resist so many things. We resist change. We know we fear things that aren't necessarily there. And, you know, our mind is such a powerful tool. And sometimes we sort of like perceive the worst instead of like looking at the positive and manifesting the positive. And so, Matt, I just want to say to you, change the way you're thinking things in 2021. Okay, focus, believe, achieve. Turn it around. Okay, you are a great guy, and I think you've got lots of things to offer people near and around you. But I think you need to please yourself this year instead of pleasing everyone else. And I'm just going to leave that there for you, lad, and hope that you get some guidance from it. Okay. Hi, Sharon. How you going? We've got Jasmine's paintings. You're welcome, Cheryl. Julie. How will this year be? Will it be a better year for me than last year? Julie, I think that, you know, it's the way that we approach things. And I really feel as if, you know, if we think and believe that 2021 is going to be a little bit better than 2020, then most certainly that is what's actually going to occur. But if we actually go into sort of like the year and I guess perceive it to be the same as what it was, then nothing really has been achieved and nothing's changed. And so, you know, what have you learned from 2021? That's what I would be focusing on, and that's what I would be asking myself. What have I learned from 2021? What are my lessons be? What are the positives? Don't necessarily look at the negatives, guys. Okay, yes, it's been a hard year because we have had COVID, we've had this pandemic. It's something that hasn't happened in, you know, 200 years. However, it also has brought some positive things, and I want you to all focus on the positive things in your life. I think, you know, you've met people, new beginnings, new job opportunities, more time spent with your family. What are the positive things that you actually have had happen in 2020? 2021, I think, is, you know, it's still sort of like the tail end of that, if that makes sense. It's the tail end of that. And I think that it will drag out over the next 3 or 4 months. And I can't see any real major life-altering changes. You know, I just had a brain fart and lost it then. Hang on a second. What I actually feel is like we're going to get the tail end of it. It's kind of like you know, Halley's Comet. Yeah, you have the comet and then the tail drags out. And I just feel as if it's going to drag out a little bit more because people aren't changing their mindset. You know, we're still living in a fear mentality. Which is okay. You know, we have to be wary of it. It's real. It's there. It's impending. But we also have the opportunity to restructure our lives and have a look at things differently. Okay, so you have the opportunity, you know, in lockdown, for instance, to clean out the cupboards and the boxes, and you know, spend some time working through your office, cleaning things out. Doing things that you haven't had a moment to do, spending times with the kids that you know you've been whinging and whining about for the last 6 years. You don't get enough family time. Do it, okay? If not now, when? Do it. And so it's about a mindset, and I really feel that you know, in order for things to change in 2021, we have to change the way that we're actually seeing it. Because if all we're going to do is see, you know, is see the negative side of things, then you know, that's all we're going to come up with. But go in with positives, new opportunities. You know, yes, there's the fear of COVID out there. That's okay, but there are so many other things. You know, you can get hit by a bus, you know, by a bee. You know, there are so many things that are dangerous in this world. COVID just happens to be on a large scale at the present time. But how many people are passing from cancer? How many people are passing or passed, you know, from other illnesses that we don't hear of each and every day? And it's not until you get one of these diseases that you actually have an epiphany about what life is really about, and that's when the bucket list starts. You know, as I said last week on the banter, you know, we all have this New Year's resolution that we come up with, but now, do it now. Don't wait until tomorrow. Get the resolutions going. Get your vision boards up. Get them all happening. Get your affirmations going. Start your meditations. Put in your positive energies. What do you want to achieve? Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? Start with one step, okay? Just one step. Invoke change with one step. That's how it works, okay? So that's where I'm leaving that one. Hi, Carol. How are you, sweetheart? Are you good? How are you all? Sending love. All right, let's have a look at Nick's cards. I'm so excited for these. Oh, I've got to figure out which way they go. I don't know which way's the front and which way's the back. I guess it doesn't matter. Nick, are you on? Sometimes he watches and he pokes his head in. These are so good. I remember these have been so long in the making. Like the energy that's gone on into these is just incredible. Okay, let's have a look. Here we go. Animals at the front. Thanks. Oh, are they? That way? Okay. Rightio. Di, have you got these? All right, guys, while I'm actually thinking about it, I have a new Monday night development class starting, and it's going to be from 8 o'clock to 9:30, so an hour and a half, okay, on a Monday evening. So if any of you are interested in studying with me, please email me at AustralianPsychicBarber.com. There's a form there, inquiry form, a booking form, and contact me, and I will certainly give you some information. The numbers will be limited. I don't like to teach really big classes because I like to be able to give my attention to each and everybody individually. And yes, so if you are interested, please contact me, and I can certainly you know, work out whether it's something that you want to go ahead with. And yeah, be really cool to have some of you in my class. So that's Monday night. My Wednesday class is already full, but I have decided to put this year, it's half an hour less than the Wednesday night class, but it will be just as clear, concise, and informative. I can promise you that one. Okay. All right, so let's have a look here. Bev, I'm not quite sure how you actually pronounce your second name, Bev, but do you have a sister in spirit? Would that make sense for you? Oh my God, seriously. Half these people, I don't even know how to pronounce their names. Hey, Raya, are you still on watching? You're so cute. No, Bev. Okay. All right. Just bear with me. Oh, she's gone to bed. All right, that's okay. Bev. I'm really drawn to you actually, because there's a lady with you that I'm actually seeing, and it feels like it feels like sister energy. So I'm not quite sure. You're not owning a sister, but I just feel that there's this energy. So it could be a friend that you thought of as a sister, or it could be even your mum might have had a miscarriage or something along those lines. I'm not quite sure, but there's somebody that's actually with you, and I'm hearing the word sister, and it's definitely with you, okay? Because she's standing with you. And so I have to bring that forward. And I know that this lady, had trouble with her sort of like stomach as well. So I don't know whether she actually passed from stomach related issues or stomach cancer or something along those lines. But she's just making me aware that she's uncomfortable, sort of like in the food intake area. So bowels, stomach, that type of region as well. And she may have actually passed over with cancer-related illness. This wouldn't be a sister-in-law or anybody like that, Bev, that you can place, because she's definitely standing there. And I'm hearing the word sister. Okay, so I need to be able to place that. As I'm giving the information, guys, please, if any of this information makes sense to you, can you just let me know? Because it's really important. She is standing with Bev, but that doesn't mean that she's not to be placed with somebody else. So I just have to bring this information. So I have got a lady here. She looks like she's in sort of like her 60s, sort of like heading towards 70s. And I feel like there's a stomach problem with her, or a like a where I don't know what you call that, digestive type of cancer, is what I'm being drawn to. There's a lot of pressure there. There's a lot of bloating there, and there's a lot of discomfort that's sort of like sitting in that region at the present time. I don't see her as an overly tall lady either. I see her as kind of 5'5", 5'3", 5'4", around about that sort of weight. And she's definitely not a large person. Bev, no sister-in-law either. Okay, this is interesting. Can anybody else place any of this information? Okay, because I do have this lady. She's sitting with Bev, and I'm hearing the name Chris or Christine as well. Chris or Christine. So I'm not quite sure if anybody can place a Chris or Christine that may have had stomach or bowel cancer. That was about 5'4". I do see her with sort of like dark hair, but not black hair, if that makes sense. And had a really big heart, very soft voice. And is anybody placing this information, because she's really strong, and has got such beautiful loving energy. I know that somebody has her. That makes sense. Anyone? Okay. Babe, can you let Ruby in, please? Melanie, she was 76 when she passed. Look, Carly, sometimes it is, yeah. I just like, I was really drawn to Beverly, so I don't even know if like the spirit's name might even be Beverly. But I'm just seeing this lady, this beautiful, gentle lady coming forward. I know she's sort of like over 60s and heading in, towards or into the 70s. And she's very beautifully put together. She cares about her appearance. She's got a very soft voice and is very gentle as well. And I do see her having trouble with her legs. So I don't know whether she had ulcers on her legs or had trouble with had trouble with her eggs, had trouble with her legs. So I am being drawn to her legs, if that makes sense. And she may have had a walking stick or a walking frame with a little bag hanging off the end of it or on the front of it, is what I'm being drawn to. So I know somebody's going to place this beautiful woman. So I'm just going to sort of like just keep her to the side while everybody's messaging, because I know that she's definitely there. So I'm just going to go over the information that I have from her again. She's around about 5'3", 5'4". She's sort of like in her sort of like early 70s to mid 70s is what I'm seeing. She's definitely over 60s. I see her with dark hair, but it looks like it's a little bit lighter. It's not black hair, if that makes sense. There is a bit of a wave for it. There is a little bit of wave in it, and she's got like problems with her legs. So I feel like, I feel like she's got like, what do you call it, ulcers on her legs, because I can see just really, really thin skin on her legs, if that makes sense. And I know she had trouble, and I know she started, and I know she really, struggled with not only her legs, but I know she really struggled also with sort of like some sort of stomach or esophagus, stomach or bowel cancer, something along those lines. I know that it sat there as well. And look, she may even had the name Beverly or Bev, but I am being drawn to that. So I'm just going to hold that there for the minute. Bev, I'm sorry. It's just that when you jumped in, I saw this lady standing behind you, and so that's why I've put that there. And yes, I did mention the name Chris as well. So we're just going to hold her and see what comes forward. Okay, guys, you're all asking for mediumship connections here, and as I explained to you on each and every banter, I go where I'm directed to, and I go with the spirits that actually come through. Okay, so if there is a specific loved one that you're actually looking to connect to, please contact me for a private reading. You can fill out a booking form on my website, send that to me, and we can organize a private booking and bring through your loved ones. But on the banters, I go where I'm directed to go by spirit, or which spirit comes through. So just bear with us, okay? Um, okay, Melanie, what can you place with that information, please? Tiama, sometimes you can get direction on what may lay down the future timeline for people. However, it's something that you have to understand. You have choice. You have sort of like opportunities to make decisions that may steer it in another direction, if that makes sense. Certainly, I've said things to people in some of my readings that have come forward, months, years down the track, most certainly. But that's psychic work. That's not mediumship. That's psychic work. So you're tapping into the timelines and seeing what's actually down the line for people, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. Okay. So anyway, I do have this lady standing beside me. I'm also being told the name Stanley as well, Stan or Stanley. So that's all I can actually pass through with this. So if anybody can place any of this information with this lady, I know that she's really strong. I know that she's really coming forward. I'm hearing the name Stan or Stanley. I've been given the name David as well. I've been given the name Chris also. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Bev or a Beverly connection as well, because she came through on the back of Bev. Okay, I know that the cancer, I know that she had cancer, and I know that the cancer was in the stomach or in the sort of like abdominal area. And I know that all sits there as well. Okay, I also feel as if she had problems with her legs and really struggled with her legs. And they do look ulcerated to me. So I feel like the circulation is really poor. And, she may have had ulcers in her legs that, made her either use a walking aid or something along those lines, because I really feel like she struggled to walk at times as well. So if anybody's placing any of this information, please acknowledge it and just let me know. Okay. In the meantime, yeah, Bev, if none of that information rings true, then it's not your mum. Okay. Okay, Christy, can you place any of the other information apart from the name Chris? Okay. I'm just going to keep shuffling while you guys come forward with some information so I know what I'm working with. Okay. I'm also being shown a ruby ring as well. Okay. And a ruby ring is very important to me for my grandmother. So it could be a connection to grandmother Christy, unless somebody can place a ruby ring plus the information I've been given. Okay. If there is information that comes forward in the readings online, guys, that you can connect to, just take the messages as a message from your loved one as well, because it definitely is them reaching out and connecting. It may not be the one that I'm actually coming forward with, but it means that your loved one still is connecting, if that makes sense. Christy, can you please tell me what information that you can place that I've given out that you can place with your grandmother, okay? Just so I can see what's there and what's not there, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's have a look and see where things are. Hi, Ruby. How are you going? I feel like I want to pull one of Nick's cards for you. This is his brand new Oracle deck that I've only just received in the mail this week, 2 days ago, actually. So yeah, it was really cool. Okay, let's have a look here. All right, I'm going to hold this spirit while you guys give me some information. And I'm going to go with Carol tonight. Okay, Carol, I'm really feeling drawn to you at the moment. And I'm going to pull these cards for you. And I'm actually hearing the word soft Carol. So soft Carol. And I just have to read for that. So this is what's coming forward. Oh, God, the card's stuck. Okay. It's weird reading with the animals on the front, but never mind. Okay, this is what we've got. Oh, it's spider. Okay, spider is about creation. Okay, it is powered by or the moon, if that makes sense. And it does have that celestial moon influence. Okay, now I'll show you the back of the card. There it is. It's almost like in the woven dream catcher state there, but the spider is the weaver of dreams. Okay, in this particular card, it's a weaving spider. So it's showing me that everything that you have in your, everything that you need to be able to bring things to you, you already have. Your web is woven. Okay, it's not a hunting spider, like you have to go out into the world and hunt and you know, and grab it and bring it, you know, and bring it back to your web. Your web's already woven, so everything that you need you have right in front of you, and it's just a matter of waiting and being patient for things to come forward, if that makes sense. The power animal written on the back of here is the grizzly bear. Okay. And you know, I find that bears you know, they can be aggressive, but they can also be passive, and it just depends on sort of like how you want to have a look at it. I mean, I remember as a kid, a show called Grizzly Adams. I used to watch it nonstop as a little kid, and had a bear in it called Ben. And you know, it was the most beautiful bear. We have teddy bears, and you know, the bear is such a, I guess, an influential thing in our lives and everybody's lives. You know, knows what a teddy bear is, and you know, I really feel that that gentleness and that comfort is coming into your energy at the present time. And the mantra for this one is, I create the life I want to live. Okay. I create the life I want to live. And I think that's, you know, imperative and really important for you, especially because I know that you do have some self-doubt in regards to just how incredible a medium you are. And I just want to say to you, you know, you can step outside that comfort zone a little bit and just understand that not only is the spider's web creation, it's also the safety net from spirit. You're never ever going to fall through, okay? Because you are being supported by spirit. You're being supported by your guides. You're being supported by your loved ones. And so it's time to create now. You know, whatever you have in your mind, you can create it. You can make it happen. Focus, believe, and achieve. So I create the life I want to live. So spider is about creation. And you know, that's the message that I am being guided to pass across to you tonight. So he might read them differently, but this is the way that I'm reading them at the present time. So I'm going to leave you with that one, Carol, and I hope that that makes sense to her. Where are we going? Let's go back down and see what spirit's going on here. Hi, Zoe. Christy Graham, height. Hi, Kylie. Happy Sunday. Tiama, you hope you booked in. That's so cute. Yeah, you can book in on my website, AustralianPsychicBarber.com. There's a section that says bookings, and you just click the booking form and fill in the information, and then all of that comes to me, and I'll contact you for a reading. Okay, let me just have a look here, guys, because I still have this spirit that's here, and she's pointing to her ears. So I know she had trouble with her ears, or she's making me aware that somebody may have had trouble with their ears as well. So has anybody had a hearing test lately, or an ear infection or anything like that with this lady? You're welcome, Carol. You're welcome. Oh, you have a lymph infection behind your ear. Okay, Kiara. Need to get some healing in on that one. All right, Christy, let's have a look here. All right. So Christy, let me just go back and see. Caitlin, I can see your messages. Just bear with me. Because she's making me aware of an ear thing. So Christy, let me go back and can you just verify, please, Christy, everything that you can place with this spirit, okay, please? Everything that you can place with the spirit. Can you please verify that while I pull another card for somebody, and then we're going to get back into it. And also I need to also Caitlin as well. Can you please do that for me also? Hi, Nicole. How are you, sweetheart? got your message, and it's nice to have you on here. So welcome to tonight's show. Okay. Do you know what I'm going to do? In the meantime, I'm going to open up yes and no questions. I love doing that. Yes and no, yes and no. So let's go. Open up yes and no questions, and we're going to do that for a couple of minutes while we're getting some information from Christy. Okay, we're on tonight, guys, till 10. I just want to say, if you've just joined us, that I am being drawn to spirit tonight. I'm trying to get as much as I can out for each and every one of you. But if you don't get a reading tonight, please book in for a private reading with me. I am booked out now to the middle of February, so don't leave it too long if you're wanting a reading soon. Because they are filling up really fast, okay? And I am back in the barber shop as well. If you want a haircut, come down and see me. I'm at Devon Barbers in Doncaster, so I'm more than happy to chop your hair and come down and say hey, and that's where I'm working from. Christy, yes, I feel like it will be successful, but I feel like it's going to be about timing, okay? So maybe sit on it for a little while. It might be worth just holding back your start date and, you know, just being patient a little bit more. Sarah, yes, you'll change jobs. Diet, yes. Brittany, I got a no on that one. Carly, you can have a haircut. Devon Barbers in Doncaster Road, it is. And yeah, I'm there. Kylie, obviously, always change. Does it yes, Nicole. Yeah, I think that one will go ahead. Part-time, I'm not quite sure if that's what you're looking at. Oh, what am I doing? Having a spastic moment. No, Fee, you're not shaving the side of your head. Yeah, I think it would suit you. Teresa, yes, I feel like I don't know why I'm being drawn to, but I almost feel like there's some sort of a some sort of a parasitic connection here. So I don't know whether you've got a bug or something that's persistent, or it's just not going on. But I am being drawn to that. I want to say parasite on your health, Teresa. So maybe get them to check your belly for bugs. Fee, yes, a side shave would be okay. Get down, I'll do it for you. Carly, your hairdresser too. That's cool. Caitlin, you always have change going on. You always have change going on. I was thinking of you the other day, actually, with your animals, your big cat. Jenny, don't have any regrets, okay? There's no right or wrong. There's just a choice and there's lessons, okay? You made the right choice in the moment. Have no regrets and just keep moving forward. Okay, that's what I'm being guided to tell you on that one. If you've just joined me again, guys, you can book a reading with me at theaustralianpsychicbarber.com. And also, I've got a new development class starting on Monday, the 18th. Okay, Monday, the 18th. It's $20 a session, and it is paid a month in advance. Okay, so if you are interested, get onto my website, contact me through the booking form, and I'll get in contact with you in regards to my development class on a Monday evening. No regrets, only choices. Will my doctor's appointment go well tomorrow? Yes, Zoe, I think it'll be insightful. Okay, I think there'll be information that will come forward that you need to hear. Lisa, yes, I feel like there's going to be two opportunities, but take the second one. Yeah, I think you'll be fine, Christy. I think you'll be fine. Fee, I got a no on that one, the way that things are at the present time. That doesn't mean that's a definitive answer. But I did get a no on that one, jumping quickly in. Okay. Right. Christy, I'm drawn to you. Let's pull a card and see what comes out. Okay, does anybody have any questions for me that are not related to you guys, but any questions that you might want to ask me as a medium, any information that I can help there? Caitlin, I don't know what you're talking about. No, Caitlin, it won't last. All right, guys, that's enough now. I'm going to close the yes and no questions and get back into the cards. And I'm drawn to Christy. So Christy's got health questions that's coming in here. Don't worry, Vienne. Keep going, okay? Keep going. Okay? I really believe in you, okay? And, you know, it will place. Don't worry. You know, I remember when I had my children's book and I sent it out to that many places and I had more rejections than anything. So I just want to say to you, just keep going, okay? It's a great story. It's got great content. It's got great character development. And I think it's just a matter of fitting it with the right publisher, okay? So just keep going. Don't lose hope. I see white butterflies. Are they for special loved ones who have passed? Rose, sometimes butterflies, you know, a lot of people will associate butterflies with spirit. Butterflies in meaning, in animal meaning, or spirit in animal messages are about transformation, okay? And what happens when a caterpillar becomes a butterfly is that it must break every single part of itself to renew and become the butterfly. And so, you know, when you know you're seeing butterflies, it is about that transformation, and I guess it's transformation from this world to the next world. And so yes, sometimes you know the messages that are associated with spirit are butterflies. Sometimes they're doves, birds, sometimes they're feathers and things like that. It just is ask yourself, is that what you're asking for? As I mentioned earlier on, there's a series on Netflix at the present time called Surviving Death, and it talks about near-death experiences, but it also talks about spirit, it talks about mediumship, and it talks about when you're wanting to connect with your you know, your loved ones on the other side, asking for specific and really specific symbols, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to jump on Christy. I have your reading sitting here, so don't stress. I just need to talk about this for a second. I'm just going to give you an idea of, you know, how spirit works. So many years ago, I was looking for direction myself, and I said to sort of like one of my guides, you know, one of my guides, you know, I need some guidance. Can you show me that you're with me? And she's like, yeah, well, what do you want? I'm like, oh, something yellow. You know, I want something yellow. So I remember walking along the Warburton Trail, because I lived in Warburton at the time, and I was walking along the Warburton Trail, and I see this splatter of yellow paint, like canary yellow paint, and I'm like, nah, that's just too common. And she's like, okay, well, let's get something else. So I walked about another, you know, 200 meters up the road, and you know, I see this this cap on the top of the star picket, and it was yellow. And I'm like, no, like, come on, no, 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 I'm not doing that. Hang on a minute. And then I hear this, well, be specific then. And I'm like, all right. And I'm sort of thinking, what am I going to ask Spirit to be specific? You know, I'm going through stuff. And I'm like, okay, if you're with me and, you know, if I'm on the right path, then I want to see a kid's yellow plastic ball, a kid's yellow plastic ball. And I left it there because I thought that's so absurd. Like, you know, no one's ever going to see a kid's yellow plastic ball. I mean, in the middle of the bush, nothing's going to happen. And I remember I was at the time, I was working in Healesville at the time. And I was driving to work and I just happened to see in the gutter on Warburton Highway a gold plastic ball. And so I sort of thought, oh, does that count? And I rang up a friend and I'm like, you know how I asked for that yellow ball? Well, I found a gold one. And she's like, no, it's gold. It's not yellow. And I said, but it's not red. It's not green. It's gold. So I picked it up anyway because I thought, you know, in case it is the sign that I've been looking for, I'm not going to leave it on the side of the road. And I forgot about it. And I went to work and then coming back, I mean, for anyone that's been on the Warburton Highway, it's a huge stretch of road. I had no idea where this ball was. I found it. Happened to find it, picked it up, brought it home, rang my friend, and she was carrying on about no. And I said, all right, okay, you say it's not a yellow ball, whatever. And I went to turn into my street, and I happened to glance over, and here's this kid sitting in a pusher, pram, with a canary yellow soccer ball. And I just went, there's the ball, right? And then 2 seconds later, I couldn't see this ball anywhere. I couldn't see the family, couldn't see the kid, and I thought, like, where they gone? Like, it was so fast. So then I started doubting, did I see it at all? And then probably about 2 months after that, I was driving along the road and I come around the corner and I see stuck in like one of these drains, like these drains that are sort of rural drains, I'd call it, is this canary yellow ball. And it's one of those ones that got all those little nipples all over it. And I'm just like, no way, like, here's this yellow ball. So I stopped, took a picture of it and picked that ball up as well. So now I've got 2 yellow balls, right? It's getting a bit confusing. And then I sort of like, I thought, oh, I'm going to be smart about this. And I'm like, righto, okay, I'm still not getting it. If this is you, like, can I have a blue ball this time? I was cleaning out a friend's garden and I find this blue tennis ball, like, seriously. And I started to laugh because now I've got this, this blue tennis ball. And then I'm like, all right, let's go back to yellow. And about, probably about 6 months after that, again, I was going to visit a friend and look across the road and here's this yellow smiley kids ball. And it was just so funny. So then I had like 4 of these balls and it was starting to get ridiculous. And then, so quite often over the years, whenever I've like sort of questioned my path or questioned my direction, I will find, even to this day, a kid's yellow ball. So when you're working with spirit, ask specifically, what is your sign? Because I know now that whenever I see a yellow ball, I know I'm on the right track. Okay, I know I'm where I need to be. I know I'm on the right track, and I know my guide is right there by my side. And it's such a warm feeling knowing that you have their support, and it's really cool. If I get a chance to find them, I'll put some pictures up of these balls because it was just so funny. It was just like one after the other. When I changed it to blue, it was a blue ball. Then it went back to the yellow ball. So it was just like mental. But I'll see if I can find some and put them up on my page just so you can see. And also, with the story, I might actually even put it on my website blog, just how important messages are from spirit. So be specific is the answer. Okay, if you want a message from your loved one, be specific in what you're asking for, and they will provide it. Okay, they will provide it. Right, Christy, getting back to you. Sorry for that long-winded blurb, but I think it's really important that you understand that, whatever you put out there is what they're going to provide. Okay, Christy, I'm pulling one of Nick's cards for you, and I'm really drawn to, this is so cute, the squirrel. Okay, the squirrel of wisdom. So the squirrel like stuffs his face with food, right? So it's really cool. I have what I need to succeed. Okay, I have what I need to succeed. So the squirrel will go around and he'll only take what he needs. Okay, he only takes what he needs. And you know, he can collect and collect and collect, but he usually only takes what he needs, and he'll bring it and he'll shove it in his face, and he'll take it back to his little tree and go back out, and he'll stock up and he'll stock up. So you know, everything that he needs is right there for winter, or everything he needs is right there when he needs it, because he's gone out there, he's collected it, he's applied himself, and he's brought it too. So this card, Nick is saying, is influenced by the sun and the moon. So it's bringing in balance, okay? The sun is masculine, the moon is feminine. So it's bringing in the balance. And as you can see, Nick's got both of them on here, the sun and the moon, okay, sitting above. So it's showing me that it's balanced, okay? Now the power animal here is the wolf, and the wolf is the teacher, okay? So this is talking about the lesson of balance, okay? The lesson of balance. You have what you need to succeed. Everything that you need is what you have around you at the present time. You don't need to take on any more. You don't need to juggle anymore. You have everything that you need right now that is going to enable you to move forward, okay? But you have to see the value in what you already have, okay? There's no point in sort of like having stuff sitting right in front of you if you don't acknowledge the gratitude, the gracefulness, and the gratitude, and you know, just the abundance that you have in your life. Like you know, so many people sit there and they're talking about money. I wish I had $1 million. I wish I had $1 million. There's so much that I could do with $1 million. And I ask them, how much would you sell your kid for? Would you sell your kid for $1 million? And they're going, no way. My kid's worth more than that. And I'm like, well, okay. So you have abundance in your life that is worth more than $1 million. Why aren't you satisfied with that? Okay, so I'm going to put that one out there to you as well, guys. Okay, money isn't everything. It just gives you choice. Okay, it just gives you choice. Each and every one of you is abundant. Okay, so you've got to see that abundance. You've got to bring balance into your life, and you know, understand the lesson. You have what you need. Okay, so if not now, when? Start moving forward, Christy. Put your focus into it. Believe in the journey, and things will start to happen for you. Okay, so instead of saying I can't, I can. Instead of saying I won't, I will. Just change your mindset about the way that you actually think about things. So we're coming up to 10 minutes to 10, guys. I'm going to finish the banter at 10 o'clock like I do every Sunday. And I just want to say thank you for each and every one of you joining me. It's always incredible to have your support, your love, your guidance. And it's always really beautiful for me to be able to get as many you know, readings as I can here for you. And I just need to acknowledge each and every one of you. I can't read for you all, guys, but if you are drawn to you know, connecting with me, please book in for a private reading. What you see on these banters is a snippet, okay? It's just the tip of the iceberg of what you will get in a private reading, okay? So, you know, it's just a brief introduction as to how I work and a little bit of guidance for your week. So that's how the banters work. But if you are drawn to me, please, you know, jump on in, private message me, and we'll book you in for a reading. All right, let me have a look here. Okay, Breeza, first time seeing me. If at any time you're drawn, would love a message. I am actually drawn to you. Okay, and let's have a look and see. Whoops, see what we can get here. Oh my God, the Maine Coon's running mental. I can hear her upstairs. Seriously, she sleeps all day and then turns into a psycho cat at about now. Last night must have been, I don't know what, 4 o'clock in the morning. She found a ball and decided to play with this ball and bang it up against the walls. And it was just like this hard wall. And it was like, for 4 o'clock in the morning, we were awake yelling at the cat. Oh, okay. Breezer, compassion, whale. Okay, I love whale energy. I'm actually drawn more to whale energy than dolphin energy. Sorry, dolphin lovers, but I am. Okay, I love the whale. Okay, again, she's the moon, all right, which is the feminine energy, which is beautiful. Power animal is the hippo. Okay, what's hippo in Hebrew on it? Susriya, isn't it? Water horse, I think. If you can verify that, that'd be awesome. So the hippo, you know, they're always prepared. They've always got their nostrils above the water as well, okay? And the hippo is probably the most dangerous animal, you know, believe it or not. I find compassion for myself and others. I find compassion for myself and others, okay? The whale for me is also, it's a dreaming animal for me, and I just feel that, you know, the way that they connect and the way that they you know, spread themselves out through the ocean, the way that they talk and communicate with each others, and just the whale song, it's absolutely beautiful. And I think that the whale is really underestimated as one of our incredible creatures, okay? You know, I do feel that you know, you need to find a little bit more compassion for yourself, because, you know, I know that you see it in other people, but shine the mirror on yourself for the next few weeks, because I just feel like you're a little bit down, and just a little bit sort of like, what's the word? Hang on. Just down and out is what I'm being drawn to. Okay. At the present time, we've had some harsh energies that have been near and around, and I think that they've given you a good whacking as well, Breezer. I feel it like you're judging yourself, and I think that you need to back off and you know, allow yourself to breathe a little bit. You are an incredible person, and I really want you to sort of like work with that, you know, the hippo or the hippopotamus energy, at the present time, because I just think that, you know, that is going to be a little bit more gentler, I guess, than some of the other energies that are near and around at the moment. Okay. I'm just reading some more comments, so just bear with me. So, you know, the hippopotamus is such an incredible animal, and I used to have a Shar-Pei, and I used to call him Hippo because they look like a hippopotamus. And you know, when you're working with the hippopotamus, it gives you the I guess the innate ability or connection to know what lies beneath the surface of any situation or of people. So it's telling me that, you know, at the present time, you've got a pretty good bullshit detector. Okay. You can, you know, you know, speak the truth and seek the truth, if that makes sense. Okay. You know, the hippopotamus in general is such an incredible animal that they, you know, they demand respect because they are really vicious. You know, they do cause a lot of deaths, believe it or not, but they are a totem of strength. Okay. You know, hippopotamus, you know, translates to water horse. Okay. And whenever I see a horse, I know that it's power, and water is emotion. So it's talking about, you know, emotional power, or the power to actually, I guess, you know, navigate yourself through those, the emotions that are going on at the present time. And I think that that's really applicable to where things are at the present time. Okay, so just be gentle with yourself, because, you know, all of these energies put in together are going to sort of like really throw you around a little bit. So just be gentle, and you know, just understand that, you know, things aren't like this forever. They will move on, and they will move forward. But at the present time, this is just where things are in the moment. So I hope that makes sense for you. Welcome to the banter, and it's such a pleasure to have you on tonight. So I'm going to leave that there with you. Let's have a look, see what else we've got here. Right, I'm going to do 2 more readings. Actually, I'm going to do 3 readings, so just bear with me. All right. Bien, I don't know if you're still on. I know that it's your mum's anniversary today, isn't it? I think I read that somewhere. So don't forget, guys, if you want a haircut, come down. I'm at Devon Barbers in Doncaster. you can come down and have a haircut with me, and that would be really cool. 3 days a week. Oh, here we go. What have I got here? VN, equality. Okay, this is the card here, equality. It's again the feminine energy, and the grizzly bear. I see equality, and I'm equal and deserving. This is really important for you, VN. You are deserving and you're equal. Okay, and I think you need to apply this for yourself. All right. You know, you do deserve happiness. You do deserve love. You do deserve all of these things, and I know that you have that in your life, and I know that you have beautiful people near and around you. But you know, you're always so humble in the way that you express your words and your energy, and you're always so humble and accepting of, I guess, the journey that life's given you. But sometimes it's okay to want that little bit more, Bien, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. So I feel that this is an embrace card. It is the moon energy, so just embrace that feminine side and that nurturing side, and just understand that, you know, everybody has a right to feel things, and everybody has a right to, you know, be the best version of themselves that they can possibly be. Okay, so I'm sending you lots of love with this card, and it is about equality, and it's talking about I see equality, I'm equal, and I'm also deserving, and I think that's really a really good one for you as well. Okay, Courtney, I lived in Warburton for 8 years, and 96 to 2013 I was there. So yeah, I used to own Circle of Stones in Warburton, which is where the candy shop is now. Hi from the Gold Coast. How's your lockup going? Okay. All right, let me have a look here. Yes, Courtney, I owned Circle of Stones for 8 years, and before me, Scott had it. So yeah, we had it. Yes, Caitlin, it is you. Okay. All right, it's a quick one, Caitlin, because you had a reading with me last week. All right, Zebra is live. Okay, it's moon, so it's female energy, and it's talking about spirit energy. I live my life. Okay, I live my life. Caitlin, stop looking for excuses. Okay, stop looking for reasons and just start somewhere. All right, you're holding back on a lot of things, and I just want to say to you, you know, you can run around in circles and trying to find a reason, or trying to find a label, or trying to find, you know, some I guess something to catapult you forward on, or you can just take this message from spirit and just step out into it. Okay, there's too many questions going on, and I just feel like, you know, when you get too many questions, you can almost confuse yourself, if that makes sense. It's like when you start a painting and you have all colors, and then I'll add this here and I'll add this there and I'll add that there, and eventually it becomes a brown muddled mess. And I feel, Caitlin, that, you know, if you're reaching out to too many things and getting too much input, what's actually going to happen is, you know, the direction that you're seeking is going to become blurred. It's going to become brown, muddy, and you're going to sort of like get lost in it all, if that makes sense. So I just want to say to you, and you know, just please start somewhere, and make a choice to sort of like focus on your direction and where you need to be, if that makes sense. So I'm going to leave that there for you. Hi David, how you going? You haven't had one for a while. Let me just have a quick look, David, because it is 10 o'clock and I do need to spend time with family. David, I feel like support is coming up for you, and I really feel that lack of support is something that I want to bring to the forefront of your world at the present time. I'm being drawn to your spine as well, David. So I don't know whether you have a spinal injury or there's something going on physically with your spine. However, I do feel that spine for me is also about support. Okay, you know, so just you know, just hold on to that, and just realize that, you know, there is support around you, but sometimes you sort of like have to actually accept it. Okay, I feel like you do put the walls up, and you know, um, it's hard sometimes for people to reach you and get through to you, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to leave that there for you at the present time. Just bear with me. Okay. Hi, Stephanie. Uh, Jylin, I've got a question mark around that, so I don't know. I'm not getting any guidance on it at all. At the present time, I feel like this, it's almost like the job's been advertised elsewhere, and it might be a formality. So just hold on to that one, and just see where things are at the present time. Okay, Shelley McQueen, and yeah, not now, Shelley. I don't see anyone moving anywhere for some time. I think that, you know, there's certainly there'll be an opportunity, but I feel like you need to bring it closer to home, if that makes sense. All right, you're talking about Kiara Jade. All right, last reading, Kiara. And then I am gonna shut down for the evening. Let me just have a quick look and see where I can see things coming in. Kiara, I can see study coming in for you. I can see study books. I can see a flipping of pages. Okay, but I feel like you're leaving something out or leaving something behind. So I'm not quite sure if you've only half done something or you've left something behind and you're going to pick it up again. But I am being shown study books, okay, you know, and study courses, if that makes sense. So I feel like that's going on there. I also see you pushing yourself really hard at the present time, burning the candle at both ends, if that makes sense. Is what I'm actually seeing. I don't know whether you're struggling with headaches or head pressure, but I'm not a medical doctor, but I am being guided to the head as well. So, and I feel like there's headaches that are sitting there. You might need your eyes tested, babe, and just you know, get your eye strain sorted out, if that makes sense. I see you juggling as well, and I just want to bring the energy lower, actually. And so I just want to say, take care of you at the present time. Okay, take care of you at the present time, because I am being drawn gynecology. So I don't know whether somebody near and around you has gynecology problems, or whether there's something going on with like mother or mothering issues, whether you doubting yourself as a mum, or whether you've got your issues with your mum or unresolved issues with your mum. But I'm just being drawn to say gynecology, and that, you know, can either be a physical thing with like an endometriosis or a PCOS or something like that. Again, I'm not a medical doctor, but this is what spirit's in my ear about, or as unresolved issues energetically wise. But I have to go to that area. It is a very sacral area, and I just feel like there's stuff going on there for you. So I'm going to leave that with you, Christy. I hope that's some guidance, quick guidance as it is, but guidance nonetheless. And for those of you that did join me on tonight's banter, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for being supportive. Thank you for asking all your questions. Thank you for sitting through these 2 hours. You know, I know it's a long 2 hours sometimes to hope and get a reading, and I know that some of you don't. And I do try and get to each and every one of you, but please, I do see your messages, and I ask throughout the entire reading that Spirit gives you the guidance that you're asking for. It may not come from me, but you will get it from Spirit, okay? And I just want to say to you, you know, you're all, each and every one of you, you're incredible people, okay? You're all incredible people, and you all have a really important job to do in this world, okay? None of us is any better than the next, okay? And I just want to say to you, you know, be true to yourself, okay? Be true to yourself, you know, take big steps, and just keep moving forward. Okay, if you fall down a step, that's okay. Get back up. As Rocky Balboa says, it doesn't matter how many times you get, actually it's Mickey from Rocky, doesn't matter how many times you fall down, what matters is how many times you get back up. So again, guys, focus, believe, achieve. Okay, be the best version of yourself, and I will see you all next Sunday at 8 p.m. Love you loads. Have an incredible week, and I will talk to you all soon. See you later.